Keep watching Sam TV. Keep watching Sam TV. watching Sam TV. Keep watching Sam TV.
Good morning and happy Friday to you. It's another bright and promising day here on Sam TV Morning Show, where we mix your coffee, your breakfast with wit, with wisdom, the fresh take on the issues that matters. Also, just like we know, Fridays are fun and intense. Everyone is in a rush to get into the weekend. But the real trick is to balance excitement with a bit of critical thinking. You see, a wise man once said that common sense is not so common, and that's where pragmatism steps in. Let me share a quick story. A farmer once faced a river he needed to cross with his goats, his yam, and his dog. He couldn't carry them all at once without disaster. So instead of panicking, he paused. He thought critically and thought of how he's going to cross the tree at once, because you have a boat that can only take two, the paddler and an item. So this morning we are going to solve that riddle. How a man with a canoe, with a goat, a yam, and and a lion can cross a river. So let me also take this quote from former president of the Nigerian Senate, President Bukola Saraki once said, critical thinking and problem solving are the skills we must equip our people with if we are to succeed in building our nation. So as you head into your Friday tasks, remember, it's not about working harder, sometimes it's about thinking sharper. Stay with us because on today's edition, we've got lineup of news analysis and editions that will sharpen your mind and brighten your morning. Once again, welcome to the Psalm TV Morning Show. And with me this morning to sharpen your mind, to make you think critically, and also to think critically in our analysis is the beautiful Bridget James, the Assistant Director of News Programs and Public Affairs on Psalm TV. Good morning, Bridget.
Good morning, sir.
You're looking good this morning.
Thank you. You look good as well.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And also, on my left is the Prince Charming of Psalm TV, the man with the magic smile, the only black man that blushes. That is Mr. Daniel Kukwen, the Director of News and Public Affairs. Good morning,
Yes.
Mr. Charming.
Yeah,
Please take a look at the camera.
Prince Zebediah was given this national honor of MON. So he said the MON has no EY.
Right.
So I was looking forward to you saying Prince Money or Prince Wealth or something.
Yes, good morning, everyone. And now, let's look at this. Let us critically analyze this situation. It's critical thinking time. Yeah. You have a canoe that can take only one item. Then you have a lion, a goat, and a yam. And you can pick one at a time to take across the river. How are you going to do that? Who should I start with, Prince Charming or Miss?
Okay, you take the goat, leaving the lion with the yam because lion will not eat yam.
Okay.
Take the goat, cross the river with it, leave it at the other side of the river, come back, take the lion to that side, leave the lion at that side,
Yeah.
come back with the goat,
But when you leave the lion, okay, what was there before?
the goat.
Okay.
So you come back now, take the lion, leave it there, and bring back the goats to the side. Then you take the yam to the other side, leave it the yam with the lion, then come back, take the goats, and go and meet them. But the funny thing in this joke is that, so what would the lion be doing?
Well, no,
Not eating the canoe man himself.
yeah, I think that you're taking it deeper. Now, I remember then when this was one of those riddles we were told to solve. How do you cross it? You take the lion, you take the goat and leave the lion with the yam. The lion don't eat yam.
Yes.
Except maybe a lion in a zoo. You take the goat there. When you get there, you come back alone. You pick either the lion or the yam. Maybe let's say you pick the lion. You take the lion across. Then you pick the goat, bring the goat back. So you leave the lion alone at the other side. And when you come here, you now pick the yam, take it to the other side, drop it, pick the lion. And because you leave the lion with the goat, you bring the lion back, then pick. What do you pick now? And you just go that way. But he has brought up something again. He said, what? How will a man carry a lion in a canoe without the lion devouring the man himself?
That is it.
That's another critical thing.
Because the lion now will have to choose between the goat and the human and see which one is more palatable for him.
For him. Well, that is one thing about critical thinking, and I think we need to apply. This is just a simple riddle that a lot of us knew then. I don't think people still do riddles any longer.
Yes.
Then it was a competition. We go about, you say what goes up doesn't come down, things like that. But
maybe social media has taken over it. You see some riddles on social media,
Yes,
you read about it, but we don't do it like we used to do before. And even this culture of debating, this culture of quiz competitions and other things like that is not as popular as it used to be in those days when we were growing up.
Okay, well, let's go to the weather. Let's see what critical conditions or smooth conditions are the weather for us today.
Okay. Good morning, Nigerians. This is the Sun TV weather update. In Jalingo, the temperature stands at 24 degrees Celsius, while Aba records 23 degrees. Over in Lagos, residents are experiencing warmer weather at 26 degrees Celsius. Across other major cities, Abeokuta and Benin City are at 23 and 24 degrees respectively. Calabar and Port Harcourt both stand at 23 degrees. The northern cities of Kaduna, Kano and Katsina are holding steady between 22 and 24 degrees Celsius. Just remain the coolest at 19 degrees, while Sokoto is slightly warmer at 25 degrees. In the southwest, Ibadan, Ogbomosho and Osogbo all record 22 degrees, while Isolo and Olimosho in Lagos register 25 degrees each. Meanwhile, Maiduguri in the northeast stand at 24 degrees. Overall, most parts of Nigerians are experiencing mild weather conditions, with Lagos and Sokoto recording some of the warmer temperatures today. Stay tuned to Some TV for more updates on weather reports. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Bridget, for that wonderful weather report there. Now, let's go to the papers immediately.
Okay, so we're starting with Vanguard. Rivers, the assembly resumes sitting. Fubra failed to show up. Government ends passport production at multiple centers after 62 years. Marketers want us to increase pump price by 75 naira. Flood alert, federal government raises fresh alarm as River Niger Benue reach peak level. Plateau targets Middle East herbal markets to boost economy, says Mufwang.
Okay. Let's just take this, the major headline about Rivers, that is, the Assembly resumes sitting. Fubara fails to show up. The return to democratic rule in Rivers State after 6 months of emergency rule started on a shaky and disappointing note yesterday. While the House of Assembly resumed, Governor Siminalayi Fubara and his deputy, Professor Ngozi, failed to show up. Fubara's absence led to a crowd of enthusiastic supporters who thronged the government house in Port Harcourt, dispersing in disappointment around 7 p.m. after waiting for about 12 hours. And the crowd started arriving at government house from the 23 local government areas of the state as early as 7 a.m. The polity was repleted with speculations on why the governor, who left the country shortly after his suspension on March 18, did not resume as expected. While some feared that he may not return because he has been robbed of powers and obol, sources said he was holding meetings with key stakeholders in Abuja on the way forward before returning to government house. However, Minister of Federal Capital Territory, FCT, and Fubara's predecessor, Mr. Nyesom Wike, said he has called and the governor assured of his readiness to resume. Now, speaking during an interview on Channels Television, Wike said he has spoken to Fubara and he was ready to return to the country to assume office. When asked if he would support Fubara for a second term, Wike said it was too early to do so. Emergency rule has ended and everybody was waiting to see Fubara, but it seems probably Fubara is enjoying his holiday.
Oh, maybe maybe I don't think we should speculate now. Let's wait for official statements or when we'll see him, then he explain why he couldn't show up on a day that is as important as this. I think it's something serious that must have kept him away. We pray it is not ill health.
There's no story of ill health. I think he was having some critical meetings with stakeholders. Yeah.
But I think he should have showed his face. It is important. The optics is important at this point in time. So whatever strategy they're employing, I don't think this is by accident. It's a deliberate thing. He decided not to show his face at this point in time for reasons that are best known to them. Well, it is a good thing that the emergency rule has ended. So far, so good. All is well that ends well. Then there's this part of the report that is, they said the IBAS handed over. Handed over to who?
To some executive, over to elected executive, handed power over to elected executives.
At the state, who particularly? Because I'm looking for who did he hand it over
Who handed over to him?
That is the problem. Maybe it is the same,
same process.
So maybe he jetted to Abuja.
Well, handing over is not by hand. Once they are handing over,
but that ceremony is good.
The ceremony is.
We shall have seen
what ceremony? There is no this thing for. It's an emergency rule. There was no ceremony of Fubara handing over to him. I think the most important is the documents should be available.
All right.
And because so the ceremony, did Fubara hand over to him officially?
So maybe that's why he didn't show up, because there was no need for that. Could it be that Fubara is around the premises and could it be that
it can't be within that premises and information wouldn't leak out?
It's possible,
because no, he wouldn't want to, because if he's in that premises and information leaks out, you saw the way they say people came from all the 23 they would not go. You know how anger-ons, political anger-ons, they will find someone will tell them, oh guys inside. They wouldn't leave. They will stay there, and before you know, people begin to raise unnecessary tension. They might even begin to carry rumor that he has been given house arrest. So I believe he's having some meetings, but for the optics, he could have just showed up yesterday. But I know he can't be in that complex and not show his face. And also look at the State House of Assembly. The lawmaker resumed, and at its first sitting after 6 months suspension, the Rivers State of Assembly urged the yet to return Governor Fubara to commence the process of submitting a list of commissioner nominees for screening and confirmation. The Assembly also asked the governor to come up with an appropriation bill that will address current realities in the state and to ascertain what happened during the emergency rule. The House, through a motion, set the legislative agenda for the remaining session of the 10th Assembly. Moving the motion on behalf of 8 co-sponsors, leaders of the House, Major Jack said that the House considered it imperative to set the agenda to reflect the current situation in the state. Well, as the House was ready, he hit the ground running. And one of the first things they did was to sit and resolve the issue raised by the Supreme Court, that the commissioners who were screened were not properly screened. The one that was screened by the 3-man Uche Jumbo House of Assembly. So he has to submit a new list of commissioners who will be screened, and also the budget that was cleared by a 3-man assembly. Now, so I think if you ask me, the State House of Assembly, they were well prepared. And these two major things are one of the things that, if this scales through, it helps to return sanity to governance in Rivers State. Because at this point, some years have been lost, some months have been lost. Yeah. So the governor needs to hit the ground running. So let him send his nominee on time. Let, in the spirit of this, we are just coming out from emergency rule, let everything be resolved so that governance can return back to. And they also raised a motion for this 6 months tenure of the Rivers to be probed, which I totally agree with. There are a lot of stories coming out from Rivers that are not palatable. And even if for the sake of posterity, it needs to be probed.
Yes. So that is it. We're looking forward to Governor Fubara submitting the list of the commissioner nominees and doing what he's supposed to do concerning the budget, so that the benefits of his regime will be felt by the people of Rivers State. There is no need to waste any time. Sure. Yeah, there is a need for him to expedite action, whatever it is. Maybe that is one of the reasons why he couldn't show up. He was holding meetings and doing the necessary consultations to see to it that on the 22nd, because I think the House is supposed to reconvene on the 22nd of September. So when they reconvene...
On a lighter note, I just remember something. There was this, Fubara conducted the state, local government election.
Elections.
There was a local government chairman that won, and he appointed about 158 before they declared the election null. But I wonder if he, he still came back, or if it is as, you see, some of the things we do sometimes is very funny in this part of the country.
Well, so what we call it in some instances is not actually for the fact that they perform those acts, responsibilities you assign them. It is a kind of a political compensation. It is a strategy for winning elections. It is a way of saying that I have people on the ground. So at times it's not assistance like that the way you think. So,
Okay, Bridget, let's go to another
Alright,
story.
on to the next. Nigeria Tribune. Osun PDP asks Federal High Court CJ to probe suspicious letter on Osun local government phone keys. Says it suspects one of the letter was backdated. Supporters strong Port Harcourt streets. Fubara keeps them waiting. Federal government ends passport production at multiple centers after 62 years. HID's 10th memorial anniversary and patronal service hold today in Ekene. I think that's all we have on Nigerian Tribune.
Before we go to the major headline, let me just talk about the memorial service that is going to be held in the memory of HID Awolowo, the wife of the sage, patriarch of the Awolowo family. Anna Idowu Tindideolu Awolowo may also continue to rest in peace. She was one of those women that provided support for her husband while he was politicking. She is a much respected woman in Nigeria.
yeah, she has been a pro-democrat, government for years, and she has always been the lover of Nigeria and the one who always fights for the unity of the country. So may her soul rest in peace, and may her legacy continue to live on in us who are still alive.
Okay, let's go to the seized allocations. Osun PDP demands probe of letters authorizing sweet transfer. The Osun State chapter of the People's Democratic Party has called on the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, Justice John Sowell, to investigate the circumstances surrounding the transfer of the case on the non-release of local government allocations from the Oshogbo division to Abuja. Local government allocations due to Osun councils have been withheld since February amid a tussle between the PDP-led state government and the All Progressive Congress over control of the councils. The APC has argued that chairman and councillor elected during the October 15, 2022 polls conducted under former Governor Adegboyega Oyetola remained in office, citing the February 10, 2025 judgment of the Court of Appeal Akure. But the PDP insisted the appellate ruling did not reinstate them, stressing that those elected during the February 22, 2025 local government polls are legitimate office holders. To resolve the stalemate, Osun Attorney General Oluwole Jimi Bada filed a suit marked at the Federal High Court of Oshogbo against the Attorney General of the Federation, the Central Bank of Nigeria, and others seeking release of the seized allocations. However, controversy erupted after two letters purportedly from the office of the Chief Judge indicated that the case had been moved to Abuja for hearing during the vacation period. One of the letters, signed by Josiah Ibrahim Aji, identified as special assistant to the Chief Judge, stated that the transfer was necessary since the defendants were based in Abuja. A second letter dated September 2, signed by an unnamed person for the special assistant, also purported to reassign the case. So as it is, now the case of the Osun State local government issue has been on. The first was their elected councillors and chairmen were dissolved by governor without them serving their term, were dissolved by the governor, which to me is not a democratic way. People that are democratically elected, just like you don't just dissolve them and tell them to go home. They are mandates of the people. And he now conducted his own election and have his own people. Now the APC chairman then went to court. They said he got a judgment. The judgment was not clear enough. And I think since then, they should have gone to clear. I see game being played between the two sides. Why don't you speedily go to court to explain what is this judgment all about? Are you telling us that those who were disbanded should return, or those that are newly elected? Now that they've agreed to go to court, because since March or so, they've not received allocations into the local government, because there is no elected from the Attorney General of the Federation and CBN. Say they don't know who exactly is the elected officials. So I think the people of Osun, what they should have done was to rally around and take this thing to court. Now that it has been taken to court, there's a letter now saying that the case has been moved
To Abuja.
The case from the Court of Appeal in Akure, or wherever it is, it has been moved to Abuja. So that is the issue on ground now. There's a name that signed, the special assistant. Why don't move to the chief judge? Did you ask your personal assistant to write this? These are the steps I expect. Not, but you find out that we just keep politics. These are simple things. The chief judge is a known person. He has an office. He has a resident. He has a way of communication. You write to him officially, or you visit with a letter and then get clarification, and these things will be resolved.
Yes, this statement made by the Osun State PDP, I'm looking forward to it being done this way. He should make another press conference saying, I've written a letter, or I've tried to see him, and this happened, or this is his response. Because they are politicizing the whole thing, just like you mentioned. When you come, you issue press statements like that without following them with the details that you need to do. Is another problem. The governor is a very powerful figure. We must all admit that. We're looking forward to the governor weighing in into this issue without show of any interest. It is for the benefit of the people of Osun State. Though you will know that in one way or the other, he will have this leaning towards his political party. But as a governor, you don't have to be seen exhibiting some of these sentiments like that. So the people are suffering in Osun State. If this thing continue like that, at the end of the day, there are reports already some months ago of people losing their lives and properties being destroyed. And on top of that, there is no development going on in those various local governments. So there is a need for this to be corrected. Then the issue of whether some people in the court are beginning to backdate documents and begin to fabricate it. That's a very grievous offense.
It's a very grievous offense.
So I hope PDP is not doing the normal politics thing, because at times you make something look very serious so that you draw attention to it. It may, you understand? So these are issues that needs to be properly investigated, and again, bring back to the public domain to clear the air that this is how it has been.
And as we know, the case to release the funds is already at the Supreme Court. It was taken that the Osun State government took the...
Have you noticed that this local government autonomy thing is only Osun State that is fighting it? How come other places are quiet?
No, the other places, Osun is not fighting a local government autonomy. As a matter of fact, what happened in Osun is a violation of the autonomy.
I'm saying this issue of local government funds, like when you hear about it, it has one or two things to do with Osun State. So I'm looking forward to every local government in this country, every state.
They are receiving the allowance, that's why allocation. Osun is crying because there's not. The moment the money start coming in through the governor, you won't hear any sound again. The local government, to me, they have been gagged. How many times have Norgay come out to and Algon come out to fight for the autonomy? What they will come out to say is that the governor has been trying this. It's so all over the country. So you will know that whatever the governors are accusing the federal government of, they are doing it in their own state, irrespective of party. They are all doing the same thing. Because I still find it odd that elected people will just be disbanded by another elected person.
It's just power play.
It shouldn't be so.
And what is the validity of the disbandment in the first place? For you to just announce that, does it actually? That was how that crisis started. These people say, okay, we don't agree with you, we're still this. Then crisis starts. People will start Muslim strengths.
I think that begins with the new Supreme Court ruling. This happened before that Supreme Court ruling. Because now, if you are not elected, money will not be released to your local government. So now, in the past, what they do and what the APC did there, it was something that they usually do, and not only the APC. Once their tenure elapses, the tenure of the local government, you appoint caretakers.
Yeah.
They hold on to these caretakers, you live there for some years, then some few months before you are going for election, you elect new ones. So that if you lose, your chairman still continuing to the next. And if you win, it's good for you. It is also compensation for those you've helped. But in this case, he lost. And the new governor looked at the local government like their personal distance. So he decided to dissolve this one and bring his own people. So these are the issues. But now you can't appoint sole administrator. If you appoint the sole administrator, that means the sole administrator will run the local government from his own pocket.
From his own pocket. Or from the pocket of whosoever appointed.
Oh, yes. Okay, Bridget.
So on to the next. This day, Governor Mba, Enugu would use coal to generate 1,000 megawatts of electricity. Osun PDP asks FHC Chief Justice to probe suspicious letters in local government phone case. Says one of the letters may have been backdated. Zenith Bank's gross earning hits 2.5 trillion naira in H1 2025. Declares 1.25 interim dividends.
Okay, let's take the story of Governor Mba, which is Enugu to generate 1,000 megawatts from coal. Enugu used to be known as the coal city, and the governor of Enugu State, Dr. Peter Mba, has declared that coal deposits in the state will be used to generate 1,000 megawatts of electricity and will not be treated as a stranded asset without adequate compensation. Mba explained that coal deposits in the state have about 0.5 sulfuric content, saying it was counting technology to make the impact of coal utilization in the environment minimal. So Mba made this declaration Thursday in Lagos, where he was guest of the Nigerian Business Chamber of Commerce (NBCC) and meet the governors series, where he presented a business case for investing in Enugu State. He said that we cannot treat our coal as a stranded assets, particularly the Enugu coal, which is a premium coal. Target is how we can use our coal to generate at least 1,000 megawatts of power. We do have technology today that make coal utilization less adverse to the environment. Essentially, that is the direction for us. So coal deposits in Enugu has less than 0.5% sulfur content. For a lot of coal, if you have 1.0%, you are still okay, but we have 0.5%. So we said our coal is very good to power plant due to its high caloric value. So we are on that, and we are not going to warehouse our coal resources. I think this is a good move from the governor if they actually like this. Generating 1,000 megawatts of electricity will be a good one for the good people of Enugu State. And using coal rather than warehousing it, they put it into good use. And I would like to say this, Governor Peter Mba is one of those governors that is always in the news with innovative ideas. I remember he had serious problems with how he won elections, and the Labour Party, they were all over him. But after some time, and there was even insecurity at the point, and there was water crisis. But after some time, he began to win them over. The first time I met him was when, I think a week or two after he became governor. I think a month or two after he became governor, at the Lagos State Chambers of Commerce. Okay. They had the Lagos State Chambers of Commerce at Eco Hotel.
Okay.
and he was one. He was there to represent. He led the Enugu State delegation there. He spoke. I said, yes, this is a businessman. He's a businessman. He understands business. And after then, he led. He was only governor that led. I think that came to represent a state. And he himself, Lagos State Chambers of Commerce, and he led us to the Enugu State stand to by himself explain this is what we want to do. This is what you get in Enugu. Over 30 minutes with press people, and I said, this is someone who is serious to do business. And now this is another Chambers of Commerce meeting that he's going to the Nigeria British Chambers of Commerce. When they meet our governor series. So it shows seriousness on his part.
Yes, this is quite innovative to say we're going to use coal to generate electricity. It's quite innovative of Enugu State. We lagging behind with electricity generation. So this alternative is not a bad one. We look forward to it reaching the stage where we see it on the ground. That's another thing because at this point, it's something that's still in the pipeline. We look forward to the coal city using coal to generate electricity as it has been used to generate other industrial facilities before now. We grow up to know that coal is used to steam railways, ships, and all those things in the colonial days. Now we don't need that as fuel for train and ship again, but we can still use it to generate electricity, and that's putting to good use the natural resources that we have as a nation.
Okay.
I think Enugu people are lucky to have Governor Mbah. Yeah, because he's actively promoting investment in the state.
In the state.
Yeah, and also highlighting opportunities in coal, tourism, and infrastructure development. So the people are so lucky to have him.
Well,
It's a good one. We're looking forward to.
Yeah, let's see at the end of the day everything works out with all those plans. Well, is there any other paper that we can go through?
Okay. The Guardians. Brain drain, exhausted doctors, long wait time test public hospitals care capacity. Suspense the solution as Subara fails to show up after emergency rule ends. UBA delivers 335 billion parts, 1.6 trillion gross earning. Osun PDP wants suspicious letters on local government phone keys probe. Group raises alarm over massive data breach in Nigeria. Federal government unveils innovative loan scheme for retirees. NAS withdraw contract circulars as 23.9 trillion capital budget rolls into 2026. Investors avoid places where politicians control judiciary, says Jonathan. And that's all we have.
Okay, let's go to the brain drain story on the Guardian. Okay, let me go to the headline of the story on the Guardian. See, brain drain, exhausted doctor, long wait times, test public hospital care capacity. Let me see. Okay, the growing exodus of doctors has pushed Nigeria's health system to a breaking point. We're quitting to eat pathetic legacies, including severe staffing shortage, horrible conditions of service, burnout, and preventable death. The worsening doctor-to-patient ratio on its part fuels preventable deaths among patients. The public hospitals overwhelmed by queues and staff stretched beyond limits. Both patients and health workers remain trapped in crisis. So if you look at the story, this is not a new story, and if you read The Guardian, you'll see different accounts of how what they go through in the public health system. A lot of our doctors, nurses, pharmacists, gynecologists, they've all what we use the term japa, seek for greener pasture outside the country. Now we have a situation whereby the ones left are overwhelmed because the facilities are overstretched, the numbers of workers are overworked, and the number of sick people is keep increasing by the day.
That is it.
And because of the economic situation of the country, now
get
people,
sick.
yes, they get sick and they look for cheaper option, which is the public health system. So the doctor there is no health worker ratio to patient that is on the average in Nigeria. It is way below.
One of the major challenges that we face as a nation is this: the fact that so many people are going to outside the shores of Nigeria for greener pastures. The ones that we have left, we don't even manage them well. You will see that doctors are always going to strike. At times we label them as greedy. But if you want to compare the condition of service here and other parts of the world, you will still understand with them that some of this industrial action that they agitate for is actually what they will have to resort to do. Let's see how the government will improve their working conditions, improve their pay, and hold them like egg. There's a way we use this expression. We say these people are so important to us that we have to treat them like egg. Since health is wealth, you have to be healthy to be able to do anything. The remaining few medical practitioners that we have, let's treat them with respect and give them the best that we have.
Sure.
They too should be able to understand that it's not everything you want that you get. Even if you jackpot, there are conditions there that will still, So
Sure.
let's just see how we can make this nation a better place with the right kind of sacrifices that are reasonable to make.
Let me take these figures that I just worked on. The key figures and ratios of health workers to patients in Nigeria. For the health worker, okay. For the doctors, the ratio of density is 1 doctor to 2,753 people. So this is a figure often cited for national average. Why in some states you've seen cases of 1 doctor to 5,000 people, depending. It is not it's just a national average, but at least some states like even Jigawa has worse. This thing. Ondo has 1 doctor to 6,400 people. That is the report from the Ondo State Hospital official. Jigawa has 1 doctor to 21,000 people. I think we took this report some months back. Then look at the skilled health workers density. They have 1.83 per 1,000 population of skilled health workers. The doctors are not.
1.83.
This include doctors, nurses, midwives. This is well below WHO Health Organization targets. The benchmark is supposed to be 4.45 skilled health worker per 1,000 population, but Nigeria has only 1.83 per 1,000 population. Now, as reported by the Nigerian Nursing and Midwife Association, we have 1 nurse per 1,660 people. So if you compare that with World Health and global standards, the recommendation is 1 doctor per 600 people. In many contexts, Nigeria is significantly worse than this. And for broader health skills workforce of doctors and nurses, etc., World Health has indicated densities roughly 4.45 per 1,000. So it needed to reach many universal health coverage goals. Nigeria is 1.83 and is far below this. So you can see that the data speaks for itself, that we are far below what is expected of us.
Okay, look at it this way, Rich. If these Western countries, the Britain, the US, the Middle East, that is draining our brain, if they don't have these professionals from Nigeria, do you think they will still have this ratio that they have now? Because it's like what they are falling short of is Nigerian doctors and nurses that is filling up the gap for them in those places. And now, what did they do that made Nigerian doctors to leave? They have better economy, they have better working conditions, they have better pay. So I think we just need to understand that these people are not just going there for the sake of the fact that they want to go and stay among white people.
No.
It is for economic
We're
reasons.
not culture, sure. If our country can do better, I think if everyone would move from there to Nigeria, those people will lack, they'll be lacking a lot.
Maybe we'll send you
You
as
understand?
our representative.
Because our people here are the one doing almost everything here.
Yes.
Sure.
So-
So the government needs to do something. They need to prioritize doctors. They need to, take care of these people very well. Because there, I think that is what is making most of our doctors to move to that place, because they are really taking care of them. They are paying them well. But if they were doing same in Nigeria, nobody would move from here to that place.
Definitely.
Nobody.
And what I wanted to say was, if this World Health Organization are making these statistics that will indicate that US has better doctors, they should include that Nigerians are the ones making.
Of course.
So,
Nigerians are not. The thing is that even our doctors, when they go there, they retrain them. If you go to, as a doctor, if you go there,
They
you will
give them-
go through some rigorous training again, they will educate you again, update you,
upgrade
to
you.
know that these things you learnt in those schools, you
Yeah.
have gone much higher. But the thing is that because of this Niger spirit, this Japa spirit, you are there for a purpose. The Nigerians know they have, and we live in an extended family. You have to take care of your bills in where you live, and you also have to take care of bills of thousands of people behind. So they put in all their best. While those who are doctors there, they just put in just enough that to help them. And Nigerians will be ready to do overtime.
Of course.
But there, the person will just say, me, my wife, and probably a child who has some insurance, who has money coming from government. So he just put in his piece and said, I can't do much more than this. So we need to work. We need to work on our system. If we don't work on our system, more people will leave. More people will leave. Before you know, tomorrow will come, we will not see Bridget here
That
again.
is
We'll
it.
see
I'm
her face
planning
on
to
it.
leave.
We just see her
So-
face on a TV station outside of the country.
Well, in that note, if it is Bridget going to CNN or Voice of America or BBC, I would celebrate it. At least we have this boast that one of our own is.
I
Has
will
go-
be
has-
looking at it.
has gone
You
higher.
will be good going to maybe to cover Gaza for us. You have this
Yeah.
extended item.
Sure.
Do you know I will be very happy to do that?
Okay.
Now, yeah, something you should send me to Gaza and give me the
You
necessary
want to
funds.
Japa from Gaza.
You know?
Well, I think we just need to work. Recently, I've been watching this young man that they call Italian Davido. He
Okay.
lives in Italy, and he goes around interviewing people about their experience there in Italy. And what he focuses most is that most of the people in Italy, they came through Libya. So he's waging a war against people going by land through Libya. So what he tries to do is to make them speak their experiences from Nigeria to Libya. Honestly, if you listen to what people go through, I'm saying it once again, don't allow anybody to deceive you. That you should go through by land or even go to Libya for anything whatsoever.
There's something you said that day that caught my attention, because I was wondering, why will I, in my own common sense, with my own normal sense, do what people do to go to Libya? But you said that at times you don't know that this is what you will face. They will tell you, they will paint the picture for you.
Yes.
It's a very beautiful picture. You will know that
Okay.
these are the challenges that they've seen.
Yeah.
And they have what they do. Those people that sell them into slavery, they send people, they begin to tell you good stories. They say, don't worry, there's a job waiting for you over there. They will move you to Italy in just 2 days. They just get to Kanu, Yeah, you'll be looking at Libya for after the sand.
There's some
And
people
once you
that-
get to Libya, you will just be looking at Italy across the Mediterranean Sea. They paint a very good. Everybody, I've watched over 30 episodes. Every one of them that passed through Libya has one thing to say.
Some end up not
they
even
say-
making it.
Yes,
Yeah.
if 30 goes,
You
maybe
can't
only
live to
2
tell
or
the
3
story.
we live to tell the story. The percentage, the ratio is totally, the odds are against you.
Sure.
You go to, and then when they get to Italy, another thing I found out they keep saying is that it is not as easy over there in Europe as they are making that you will walk your socks off.
Of course.
Some will say, most of them, you ask them, what do you think at the end of the day? Say, all he's praying for is for him to put together resources, then come back to Nigeria to invest and enjoy himself. There's no place like home.
No place like home until you are sure that these are the details of, though life, there is no any certainty in life. But taking such risks is something that I don't advise any reasonable human being to even embark on. How can you be going to Europe by road? You know.
Yeah, well, may God help us. And to everyone, they don't allow anyone deceive you that is going to take you to Europe by road, by Libya. Don't try it. The ratios to you surviving is very, very low. And that the modern day slavery still goes on.
Sure.
In there, there's a word they call is it lapa lapa or so. They take you into slavery. They use you for farm work. Imagine someone that has never done any farm work and they abuse women in public space. So these are things that you need to know. Please don't go to anywhere by road. Get your visa, go there. And there's no gold on the streets of any country in the world. There's no gold on the streets of any country in the world. You still have to work hard. You earn more, but you pay more in terms of bills. That is just what you need to know. And there's no place like home. And even in this, when someone is saying Nigeria, jaga jaga, I said even in this jaga jaga, we enjoy ourselves. We like
course.
the jaga jaganess. Sometimes it makes life very, very sweet for us here. So,
You must not go to the UK to make it. You can make it here.
of course,
Yeah.
of course.
There are a lot of people in the outside that if you see them, you'll be like, it's better Nigerians.
Yeah, there's a story of a guy close
Yeah.
to the Real Betis Stadium in Spain. He has been there for 20-something years, but he has no papers. What he does is to just stand at the corner close to the stadium and wait for people to park. Then he will crack some jokes, do some. They've known him for years. Say he has been there for 6-8 years. So they will give him a coin. So we tell him to crack a joke. Some will say he will direct, you know the way he will dance, direct them to. That is, he has been here for 20-something years, no papers. He can't even come back. Well, but there are a lot of good stories too. Listen.
Sure.
A lot of good stories. Yeah. So well, let us go for a break on this edition of the morning show. When we come back, we have more exciting analysis to do. Thank you.
When a tanker bearing fuel falls or an underground pipe bearing fuel bursts, what do? Scooping fuel in your bucket or running far away from impending fire? You have a few seconds to take the wisest decision. Walk away? No, that is not enough. Shift? No, that is not enough. Stay there and gist and take shots with your phone? That is madness. Run. Yes, run away. Yes, your life depends on your action. The flames come suddenly, unexpected but uncontrollable. Why? Fuel is highly inflammable. Why? It just requires a spark to set off a ravaging inferno. So, don't stay there to think. Storm away to live. Do not throw away your life in anguish for meaningless fuel siphoning. Be advised.
Ladies and gentlemen, queens and kings of purpose, welcome to the Taraba Human Rights International Film Festival 2025, where nearly 100 powerful minds, dreamers, doers, and defenders of humanity will be gathered at Taraba 2025. And I say to them, welcome to the spark before the wildfire and to the heartbeat of a legacy. Prince Homsuk Alex Jibrin is my name. I am the greatest grandson to the 23rd Longwo, third son to the Kanai of the Ko chiefdom, and a true prince to the house of Mamen. At Tarif, we will not only be telling stories, but we will be reviving the very soul of the people through film. In September 2025, Taraba will rise again as we invite you to experience, explore, and invest in the greatest epic film ever in the Kumbo Legacy Workshop. And this is where ancient tradition will meet with modern transformation. Because at Tarif, we shall be celebrating the strength, wisdom, and heritage of the greatest empire that has ever existed in West African history. And tomorrow, we shall immortalize it in art, film, and in fire. So storytellers, stand tall. The legacy is calling. Will you answer? Welcome to Tarif 2025. Let the revolution begin.
Country people, happy weekend to all of una. Okay, oh my country people, I hope so now wake up fine. I dey welcome una to the pidgin section of our morning show. As this in a session, we always knack on our latest story concerning the things where they happen over inside the country, even to serve our community and our society. My name is Esther Oka Steven, and with me this morning now where they watch this program. So make una do well to follow me Touchlight Matter on Facebook at Som TV. Even the self will be there for YouTube at Som TV Live. Okay, now correct when it happen over inside the Abuja FCT. Now me want talk about this morning as the FCT Police Command don't intensify its crackdown on criminal activities for across Abuja. Oh my country people, FCT police people them they don't carry out correct investigation concerning those people when they be say they go stay for uncompleted building for inside the Abuja. Yes, as they talk to us, so they don't carry out crackdown investigation for concerning this criminal hideout them. So then waka inside places when they be say criminal, they gather, especially for uncompleted building for areas. Maybe I go touchlight these areas. I will call these areas for una. But meanwhile, they don't catch 71 suspects. Yes, 71 suspects when they be said their work now to just wake up for morning, just bathe, dress like people where they go work. Some of them say they go wear suit too, but they go just go for one uncompleted building, go there for that place. They do criminal activities for that place. Some of them go they sell Indian hemp. Some of them go they kidnap children. Some of their way not pure at all. But when these people they come out for us, you go see them like correct hustlers, like correct people where they go do office work. So they talk to una so police come know the places when they be say that they hide out. Maybe say that they go carry out these bad activities when they say not pure. Police don't enter some kind of areas when they be say these people then they carry out these activities for that place. And the name of these areas when they be say police go carry out these their investigations. Now for areas like Nyanya. They say police enter Nyanya. from Nyanya, police come enter for Apo. Yes, area where they call am Apo. From that place, they say dem carry out their investigation, enter one place where they call am say Gwagwa Karimu. Yes, say dem enter Karimu. Even though sef for Metama, say dem carry out their patrol, enter for Metama, Mabushi, for inside the Galadima, for Asokoro, even though sef for Karo, for Jukwai, Pape, Lokogoma, and even though sef for Utako division of my country people. Dem say na for dem police go catch this 71 suspects dem. Just as I earlier tell una say many of these people, you go see them for us like they go dress, bath well, come out like people when they be say they go for office work. Some of them they go wear suit, some of them they go dress smart. Yes, you no go even know say na people when they be say that they carry out funny activities. Even though say many of na sabi say these people when they be say they catch for uncompleted building, not be for only Abuja and this kind of paroles they take place. Even though say for Lagos, for where we even dey so now, my country people, in all 36 states, you get people when they be say that they always they stay for land when they be say no be there even get am. Land and property when they be say person not tell you say make you go watch for am. They go there so they come become the head and owner of somebody's land. You can't even they get a level when it be say you buy land, now you they build house, you know go can't even get access to go even check your house or monitor them because of bad gangs like this. Country people, no be true talk here they talk. Okay, for those of you wey just they join us, this na the pidgin section of our morning show. As I always they tell una, this na section we would always they knack una latest story concerning the happening things for inside the country, even inside our community and our society. Yes, you na story correct when it happen for inside the FCT. Now me carry the knack una this morning. So come say FCT police command they don't carry out investigation for this criminal hideout them. Yes, they can't notice say e get places like uncompleted buildings when it be say criminals they always go gather, people they always go gather, but they good yo. You get some people wey go just come out for say okay, make I go rest for that place. So they talk to una, so the talk person for on top this matter na be Makama. He talk say among these 71 suspects when they be say police don't catch for all these areas when they be say I don't call for una, I call Gwagwa Karimu, I call Metama, I call Asokoro, I call Lokogoma. I even call Utako division for una. All those places police will touch light time and they can catch 71 suspects as they talk to una. So yes, talk person for top this matter say among those 71 suspects then say them free those ones when it be say their way pure. Some of them they just go there say they go rest. So when they touch light the matter, they call those ones when it be say their way pure, then free those ones them go. But those ones when it be say then catch them with Indian arms, cocaine and other illicit drugs that they talk to una, so then they for police station for that place, don't put them for custody for further investigation. Una go dey wonder say why Esther carry this story come outside this Friday morning. So my country people, I carry this story come say I want make those of una when it be say una go just betty come out for house, go stay for land when it be say land and property when it be say e no be una own, make una stop am. Yes, say police now they don't do their toe. Yes, they don't they touch light matter well, they don't they waka they carry out patrol. You when it be say you go stay for land and property when it be say no be you buy, no be you get, no be your uncle one, they not keep you there say make you they guide them, make you begin they come out too. Yes, make you know they go stay for there at all. And also you get some people, those ones they call them say Agbero area boys. We go they do say now we get land, now we be son of the soil, and you where they come build land, this land when it be this house when it be say you they build, you not go finish am, or if you not find out something, make una dey on una toe. Those people if they not get correct clearance, they go build house for where they build house. So they don't already pay levy, they don't pay necessary due. Which one can't be on our own again? Una not go find work to do. That they talk to una, so police don't they touch light matter. Make una resist, make una sare, make una run, come out for places when it be say no be law, now keep una for that place, say make una dey guide. Yes. And also my country people, the reason why I carry this story come, just as they always they tell una from this station, youth, if na touch like this 71 people when they be say they don't gbab, so majority of them na youth. Yes. All this quick money, this quick money when e be say una dey find, e no go help una o, e no dey pay o. Make una find correct thing to do now. Lot of work dey, lot of hard work dey, plenty things e dey for Naija. We dey talented for inside we country. If they look and say you no fit do hard work, okay, you get talent for lot of things like music, and begin dey showcase am na, make we dey see. Yes. So abeg youth, make una stand up, make una do what is right. Yes, for peace to reign, so that all of us will go enjoy we country together. Bikonu, make una find correct hard work do. We dey always dey tell una, carpenter e dey there, hairdressing work e dey there. This one when I dey talk so, no be only the men na me dey talk so. E get plenty lazy women too wey dey follow dem go stay for inside that hideout, that uncompleted building, wey dey follow dem dey do things when e be say e no pure, sake of say dey find sharp money. When men dey go beat chest say they be son of the soil, women sef dey follow dem go do o. Say dem ma dey be daughters of the soil, son of the soil too. Women sef too dey do agbero. So abeg make una wake up. Yes. And if una wan even check am sef, those 71 suspects when e be say dey catch, many of dem sef fit be graduates. Yes. But they look and say the money when e be say office people that they pay, the money I sabi plenty people when e be say they graduate, they get job offer, they call them for job. After interview, they talk price finish, they go tell say they no fit to work for place when e be say they even pay 100,000. People for Bayelsa, people for the Niger Delta, those people they go tell say they no fit work for place when say they go pay them 50,000. No fit work for place when e say little beginning too e matters o. Yes, some kind na test that they test una. After 1 year, they fit catapult una go front. So they will come despise that little beginning. So they no fit work for company when e be say they pay 50 o. They no fit work for company when e be say they pay 70, 100. If no be 300, 400, 200, they no go work. As I dey talk to una so, na that one come make many of them come go dey do things when e be say e no pure. Come go dey run packages for inside uncompleted building. They sell drugs. They do lot of things, lot of activities when e be say e no pure. So abeg make una come out, make una embrace that little beginning. We sabi say na nothing, but e better pass to go do wetin no pure when e be say go come cause you life sen ten ce. Country people, how una take see am? Okay, oh my country people, as una can see, I believe say the youth in the house una don understand the thing wey me dey try talk this morning. So bikonu abeg, make we learn handwork, especially our female children dem, our young girls dem, our sissilary dem. Make we get something doing, so that at the end of the day, men no go carry you do yeye, they no go carry you do guy. So abeg make una get correct and plenty work e plenty for inside we country. Just as I earlier tell una, lot of things dey. I must not begin to dey mention am for una sabi am. So make una begin to dey do the needful. And also parents in the house, when e be say una dey watch this program, make una dey always dey touchlight correct things to una children. Make una no dey push una children go place when e be say e pass their power, especially our female children dem. Make una empower dem bikonu. Tailoring e dey there, just as I earlier talk. Hairdresser e dey there. No dey carry your female children take dey compete your neighbor children o. No dey carry una children, even the male, take dey compete other people family. E dey bring their mental health down. No look and say, John, you still sit down for house dey learn tailoring. You still sit down for house say you dey sew people shoe. See your mate dey drive car. See your mate don build duplex. See your mate dey oyibo. No dey talk to your children like that. Yes, sake of say you no know wetin that im mate do before e fly go obodo oyibo. When you dey compare your children with other people children, that thing dey bring problem for us. That one go come make so tey your pikin say go come carry you take do money one day. Sake of say na you dey mount pressure for im body. So parents in the house, abeg make una dey bring up una children in the way they should grow. No compare your pikin with anybody. Yes. Leave your pikin that little hustle wey dey hustle, that little office when e be say your pikin e don sit down for there, so tomorrow e go better for your pikin. Yes, at the right time your pikin e go make am. Yes, e get one proverb wey dey talk say no matter how you take cook beans go soon done. Yes. So those people when e be say dem don go so their own business don done o. Your own children their own business too go done. So make you no dey mount pressure on your pikin, no dey mount pressure on dem. The only thing wey I know say you go fit do for dis children na im be prayers and encouragement. Okay, my country people, as una can see now for here, na me wan draw the curtain on the pidgin section of our morning show. I thank all of una when e be so na dey follow me touch light matter on Facebook at Some TV, even on YouTube at Some TV Live. I still remain Esther Oka Stephen. I thank all of una for joining me this morning. Nado.
Fellow Tarabians, my name is Professor Jerome Nyame, the People's Professor. I want to call on all 168 wards that continuous voters registration is currently going on. I urge you to get your PVC today, your voice, and your ticket to participate in shaping our dear states. Get your PVC now, keep it safe, and exercise your rights. Let's make our voice heard. Thank you. I remain the People's Professor, Professor Jerome Nyame.
University of Kashere,
the School of Postgraduate Studies, Federal University of Kashere, Gombe State, is inviting for application from the suitably and qualified candidates into the postgraduate programs of the university for the 2025-2026 academic session. It is important to note that only courses available for the session are advertised, and as such, candidates are advised to select only courses available in this advertisement. Candidates are expected to submit their application forms online together with scanned copies of their credentials. The available faculties and programs are Faculty of Agriculture, MSc Agric Economics, PGD Agric Extension, PhD Agronomy, PhD Crop Protection, MSc Agronomy, MSc Crop Protection, PhD Animal Science, MSc Animal Science, PhD Soil Science, MSc Soil Science, Faculty of Education, PhD English Education, MEd English Education, MEd Measurement and Evaluation, MEd Educational Management, MEd Curriculum Studies, PGD Education, MEd Biology Education, MEd Computer Science Education, Faculty of Humanities, PhD History and Diplomatic Studies, MA History and Diplomatic Studies, PhD Islamic Studies, MA Islamic Studies, PGD Islamic Studies, MA Christian Religious Studies, PhD Arabic Language, MA Arabic Language, MA Arabic Literature, MA English Literature, Faculty of Management Science, PhD Accounting, MSc Accounting, Masters of Accounting and Finance, MAF, MSc Business Admin, Masters of Business Administration, MBA, Faculty of Social Science, PhD Economics, MSc Economics, MSc Geography, PGD Geographic Information Systems, MSc Political Science, PhD Sociology, MSc Sociology, Faculty of Science, MSc Biology, MSc Chemistry, MSc Computer Science, PGD Computer Science, MSc Mathematics, MSc Physics. Interested candidates are advised to log into the Federal University of Kashere URL https://applicants.safapply.com/FUK after paying a non-refundable application fee of 20,000 naira only to fill and submit the application form. Applicants are advised to be checking their email accounts regularly for feedback about their application. For further inquiries, please contact the Secretary, School of Postgraduate Studies on the following phone numbers: 080-3286-1969, 070-6959-0457, or 0816-5730-439. Announcer, Professor Shehu Usman Hassan, Dean, School of Postgraduate Studies, FUK.
Welcome back to the morning show on Some TV, and this is the Taraba News segment, and I'm still with my co-anchors, my partners in this business, Bridget James and Mr. Ira, the Prince Charming of Some TV.
That's quite funny.
There's nothing funny about it. It's your new title.
Yeah.
Maybe Mr. Money.
It's okay, but the Prince Charming aspect is what I don't like. I'll prefer
Mr. Money.
Mr. Money.
Okay. With the okay, Mr. Money. There used to be a Yoruba actor who was called Ololade Mr. Money. I think a very, very popular movie, those Yoruba movies those days. So it got to a point, anybody with the name Ololade, they started calling them Mr. Money. So maybe I will start calling you Ololade Mr. Money. So thank you very much. This is the Taraba News segment. This is where we discuss issues that has to do with Taraba State. And we're going to be taking the stories from the cover pages of Taraba News, which is the most influential and the most up-to-date paper in Taraba State. Bridget, can you get us up to date with the headlines?
Taraba News.
Yes.
Alleged 6 billion naira Mambila project fraud. EFCC rearranged Agunloye on amended charge. Fubara returns. The tax ahead for Rivers Governor after emergency rule. Nisili Community Foundation champions education, health, and community development in Gombe. The paradox of poverty alleviation when cash transfers fail to translate into economic hope. Dr. Augustina Palmsek embarks on sightseeing visits of the ongoing 60 model schools. Taraba ex-local government official appealed to Governor Kefas over unpaid entitlement, comments his developmental stride. Faransa leads board members, directors, and TIRS staff at 30th AN conference. Drum support for Taraba-born Annan president. I think that's all we have on
Okay.
Taraba News.
Let's go to the major line. Alleged $6 billion Mambila Plateau fraud. EFCC rearranged Agunloye on amended charge. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, on Thursday, September 18, 2025, rearranged the former Minister of Power and Steel, Olu Agunloye, before Justice Jude Onwubuze of the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja. It was rearranged on amended 7-count charge bordering on official corruption and fraudulent award of Mambila Power project contract to the tune of $6 billion, $6 billion US dollars. Count 1 raised at Olu Agunloye while being Minister of Power and Steel on or about the 2nd of May 2003 in Abuja, within the jurisdiction of this Honorable Court, knowingly disobeyed the directive of the President made in the Federal Executive Council meeting of 21st May 2003, directed at you pursuant to the President powers under Section 5, subsection 1A of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1919 as amended, when you signed a letter addressed to Sunrise Power and Transmission Company Limited, conveying approval of the government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria for the construction of the 3,960 megawatt Mambila hydroelectric power station. And you hereby committed an offense contrary to and punishable under Section 123 of the Penal Code. Also, there are other charges against him. Now, that story, I still find it hard to believe that a minister, after discussions have been made at the Federal Executive Council will go behind the president to sign such a deal. Now, this is not a deal to build something. This is a national asset that has been in the pipeline since the First Republic. We go and sign that without the knowledge of the president, without the knowledge of the Executive Council. And if when the president was asked, he said he knew nothing. The then president, Olusegun Obasanjo, said knew nothing about it. And I think as at then, no minister can sign any contract. Is it above 5 million naira or so then? But at this point, $6 billion. There's more to this story than meets the eye.
That is the truth. Normally, in corruption cases, Nigeria is so audacious in corruption. There may be nothing more than this. It's just a courageous, corrupt official.
You can't do this alone.
Well, is there any speculation that the presidency is aware of something?
There are a lot of people aware of this. Is the fall guy. That project is not, it was a project that was in the eye of, it was one of the projects that was meant to solve our electricity program. There is more to this than meet the eye.
Well, if it's a fall guy, he just issue statements and clear his name. What is there? It's only once that a human being will die. If they kill him, that's all. If he survives, that's all. Just come out for another point. If what you're saying is holding any water, I think the best thing for him to do now is to just say it, so that Nigerians will know that this is a patriotic Nigeria that has laid down his life. If at all they kill him, but what is there? The life of a human being is in the hands of God. He can say all these things and nothing will happen to him. Come out and say the truth. I cannot continue to soil my name like that. The name of my family, the name of your children. You should have children and relations and brothers and sisters who will be pointed at now. Look at the brother of that criminal and things like that and things like that.
And if you look at previous findings by the EFCC, let us even look. Let's see. The former president stated that he received a memo from Agunloye and only minuted on it, directing him to present it to the FEC for deliberation, for the Federal Executive Council for deliberation. He did not give any approval for contract award, and no such approval was granted during the FEC meeting on May 21, 2003. Babangida told the court, that is Umar Babangida, the top prosecuting witness, and an investigator with the EFCC, that's what he said. He said, further testifying, the EFCC witness said that during a February 7, 2024, meeting with investigators, Obasanjo reaffirmed his earlier position and submitted a signed statement reiterating that the contract awarded on May 22, 2003 was not authorized by him or the Federal Executive Council. So he clearly told the team that Agunloye was directed to withdraw his memorandum and open up the project for competitive bidding. Yet, just 24 hours after that directive, he went ahead to award the contract to Sunrise Power, Babangida said. Now, if you look at this has put that project into total jeopardy. Nigeria has gone to court. I think they were awarded, Sunrise was awarded a humongous amount of money because they said they've invested in this, they invested in that. And look at what some people, not one man, some people's greed has led us into.
And you said something earlier when, according to that report, where Obasanjo said he only minuted on the file and directed that it should be brought to the Executive Council for further deliberation. How about the disbursement of the fund? Where did the minister got 6 billion? Was the money disbursed?
No, it's not the minister disbursing. I think the contract was given. You know, once the contract is given and signed, you are bound to disburse. And now the Sunrise is claiming the money wasn't disbursed, but the contract has been agreed on. Under law, you have a binding contract with Sunrise.
They executed the contract?
They didn't have the capacity to execute the contract.
They have?
They don't have the capacity. And so, also, because of the issues around it, I think government decided not to disburse, not to mobilize, and they started going to court.
So why will they go to court on contract that they've not actually
If
started.
you understand what the law of contracts means, if you sign a contract with someone, you can't, you have to pay him compensation because he has mobilized.
Okay. As a layman now, what is wrong with the federal government? Say, okay, fine, let's give them the money so that they will go and execute the contract.
If they don't have capacity to do it, they can't do it. If you give you a nine, if I give you money, you
Now,
say you're a lawyer.
why are we
You say you're a lawyer, and I'll give you money to go and represent me at the Supreme Court. You know you will go there and be asking questions rather than.
Is there any loophole in the law of contract now? Just like you mentioned, if you sign a contract with somebody. Now, if the federal government have the assurance that these people don't have the capacity to execute the contract, why can't we just say, okay, we know that you cannot execute the contract, so we will not give you the money and allow this guy to rest.
The guys will take you to court and they will get a judgment against you. You have to bring evidence that. Yeah, I know they've gone to court and they got judgment against them.
So that is what I'm saying. If they've gotten the judgment, since they've gotten the judgment, I'll say, okay, if I'm President Ahmed Bola Tinubu now, for the problem to be solved, I'll just release the funds. Let's go. Let's do the work. After all, we need the project to be commissioned so that we'll salvage our energy problem as a nation. So the way this thing is dragging, there are some details that I may not have these things on, but I think the common sense aspect of it is what I'm saying now.
Okay, look at this now. See, Sunrise Power initiated legal action and sought $400 million in compensation from the Nigerian government for failing to honor a settlement agreement, which included $200 million payment and restoring Sunrise as the local partner for the Mambila Hydro project. The initial $200 million payment was part of an out-of-court settlement in January 2020 that aimed to resolve Sunrise legal challenges against the government. However, the government failed to make the payment, leading Sunrise to file a $400 million claim in arbitration at the International Court of Commerce. So you see now at the initial stage, they had the out-of-court settlement that we should settle them $200 million. That was in year 2020. But at that point, you can't take out $200 million and just give someone that. So the Nigerians decided to delay, go to court. Now they went back to court, and then they got a judgment that they went to court to sue that not only $200 million, they will also be wanting to be the local partners of Nigeria in that project. Let's speak to Bridget. Is there any work going on in Mambila Plateau? You are from the Mambila.
No work going on there.
What does the place look like generally, where this project is supposed to be? Are activities going on there? Are people having houses there?
People are having houses there.
What about machineries? Are there any machines working there?
No.
So it's just an abandoned project. Wow.
We waited and waited and waited.
Well, keep waiting.
Nothing is.
Nothing is good.
Nobody is saying anything. Yeah. So we're looking forward. Still hopeful. Still hoping to see that the government do something about it.
Okay. Well, we just hope that this could be resolved. From what I have here, the Mambila project has faced significant delay and numerous contract squabbles, with the government continuing to await Chinese funding to start the project. So the government is awaiting funds now to restart that project, and apart from the legal aspect of it. So people like, if you ask me, everyone involved in that case that got Nigeria to this point, whatever it is, we have lost time, we have wasted money, and we are still going to pay compensation to those people. So anyone involved must be brought to book and must face the full wrath of the law, and also to the point of to any level, if there's a negligence at a point, and what was done immediately, this was found out.
And just like I've always been agitating for these cases, it's unnecessarily it's taking too long. You understand? There are instances where rulings should have been obtained now. Let's see how these things can be settled once and for all. But now it is on the news. After some weeks, after some months, you will still see it again coming up again. And we look forward to either let's release for them the funds that they need so that they'll go and start work. Let's see machinery is being deployed to sites, or let's just tell them clearly, we know that you will not be able to do this. So let's go ahead and award the contract to another company who is capable of handling it.
Okay. Well, let's go to another paper let's go to another story because the way it is. Okay, let's see. Okay, NANS, Taraba exists old 2025 campus CEO Summit. The Nigerian Association of Nigerian Students, the National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, Taraba exists, has organized the 2025 NANS Campus CEO Summit with the team Unleash Your Potential Beyond Certificates. Think Business, Think Future. The summit, which brought together professors, industry, stakeholders, and students, aimed at reorientating youth on the importance of entrepreneurship as a pathway to self-reliance and economic growth. Our speaker stressed that education goes beyond certificates, urging students to develop innovative business ideas that can secure their future. Declaring the summit open, the chairman of NANS Joint Committee of NANS JCC, Comrade Galea Nugamia Lodia, welcome everyone and encourage students to pay close attention to the lectures, noting that the knowledge gained will be instrumental for their future endeavor. And the Ministry of Education was represented by Mrs. Lucy Ojo, which is a very good one. Students are coming together to ensure that they develop skills outside of their certificate, because I think it's very important we let people know your certificate may not matter in the outside world. You have to be able to have a skill for you to really make it in the outside world.
Yes, certificate is supposed to be testament that you will be able to do this and that. If you only have the certificate and you are not able to do the roles that is supposedly be the roles of people who have your certificate, then something is wrong. The perspective where they agitate for entrepreneurship alongside the pursuance of academic certificates is another thing that should be encouraged. Then I saw in that report where somebody who represents Central Bank is advising the students to look for funding, to look for loans and other aspects of business funding like that. So I think what we should agitate for is that hardly will you get a loan now without collateral, without surety and other things like that.
If you have a very good business plan, you will get.
But you will see rare cases of it is not prevalent. It's only on few instances where you will see such. But even those few instances that I mentioned, they're actually doing well in whatever it is they do. So the best thing is, first of all, equip yourself. Be prepared to handle the challenges that we face in the world. There are instances where the course you studied in school may not be what you do in the labor market. But at the end of the day, it is expected that this is the benchmark of what somebody that has your qualification should be capable of doing.
Okay. Well, let us go to another story. This one, professional development. General Faransa leads board members, directors, and Taraba Internal Revenue Service staff at 30th Annan Conference, drum support for Taraba born Annan presidents. So the Taraba State Internal Revenue Service, under the able leadership of the Executive Chairman Brigadier General Jeremiah Aliu Faransa, retired, has continued to demonstrate a commitment to human capacity building and professional development for effective service delivery. The executive chairman this time led the board members, directors, deputy directors, principal tax officers, senior tax officers, and inspectors of taxes, who are all members of the Association of National Accountants of Nigeria, to participate at its 30th Annual National Conference. The four-day conference, which started on September 15 to 18, 2025, was held at Abuja Chamber of Commerce and Industry with the theme Building Economic Resilience to Sustainable Practices, Transparent Reporting, and Accountable Governance. The Executive Chairman of Taraba Internal Revenue Service, General Faransa, described the theme of the Chartered Annan Conference as timely and expressed confidence on the leadership of Ajia Zura Talatu Kishimi, FCNA, the 14th President and Chairman of the Council Association of National Accountants of Nigeria, who hails from Dunga local government, which is a very, very good one. Which is a very, very good one from Taraba State. They having someone, Ajia Kishimi, as the national president of Annan.
Yeah, we cannot help but support our own, our home-brewed Taraba to the world. So let me first of all comment again General Faransa for the feats, the level he is taking Taraba Inland Revenue Service to. We're beginning to be reflected on the national discourse.
Yes.
That is a very good one for us as a state. And the fact that this promises better fixed content of our states, the fact that it will bring more money to the coffers of the states, and that will translate to development, other developments, is something that we must commend General Faransa for. For our own Auntie Kishimi, congratulations, you're doing well, you're representing us well. That is what we're known for in Taraba State. So keep up the good work, and may the good Lord continue to hold your hands. We are right behind you in prayers and in support.
Okay, well, we will see that the support General Faransa is giving to our own illustrious daughter, that is Kishimi. General Faransa says the Annan president is making the state proud at the national scene as she pilots the affairs of the association and ensuring professional, ethical, and standard accounting practices in the country. He also went ahead he's urging the 14th Annan president and executive to grant Taraba State the privilege to host Annan conference before our tenure comes to an end, which is a very good one. And I think this high participation of Taraba Internal Revenue Service staffs at the Chartered Annan Conference cannot be underestimated. It's beginning to show that it exposes the participants to emerging trends, global best practices, and innovative technologies in tax administration. To also promote networking and collaboration with professional accountant auditors, policymakers, and financial experts from across Nigeria and beyond. It's a good one. Now we are beginning to see very professional revenue service board in Taraba State, which under the able leadership of General Faransa. Well, I think at this stage we just have to draw the curtains on today's edition of the morning show. I would like to thank everyone who has been part of this morning show, from Bridget James to Mr. Daniel Kukwen, and the studio manager, Mr. Moses Peter, and also the MCO of duty, Lazarus, the son of a prophet, and also Silas Walu God gift. Not forgetting Mother Esther Oka Stephen, our own Eleleleo.
Leader of the Pigeon team.
Mother Esther, and also the chief executive officer of Taraba News and also some TV, Mr. Chief Gabriel Lanyika. So thank you for the platform. I'm Abraham Manijoda. Good morning.
Are you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing Supercab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast, and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the Supercab app today. Supercab, your ride, your way.